Hey guys, you know what today is? It's Christmas! Yay! Merry Christmas, everybody. So, just want to show you the things that I got. Got a Snickers candy cane. Got some white and milk chocolate Reese's peanut butter trees, which I may have already started eating. I got this Chewbacca Chia Pet. I've never had one of these before, actually. Got this Lego AT-ST from The Mandalorian. And last but not least, got Grogu from The Mandalorian. 1,073 pieces, so that's gonna be really fun to build. I love Legos, but I don't really get them that often just because they're kind of pricey, in my opinion. But I got some for Christmas, so yay! In about an hour, I'm gonna start lunch, and then after that, I'll be going to see Wonder Woman 1984, so stick around for a review of that. Alright guys, time to talk about Wonder Woman 1984. Now, no, I don't think I want to go that way. But anyway, I do probably best make the disclaimer. Let me try to straighten that out a bit. Probably best make the disclaimer that I'm not really the biggest DC fan. I'm by no means a DC expert, and in general, I feel like my opinions regarding DC don't really carry much weight at all. So if you disagree with me on anything, it's no big deal at all to me, really. I mean, just to kind of give you a case in point, I'll summarize my opinion on the first Wonder Woman movie. Quite frankly, I didn't like it. Thought its humor was kind of awful, and I hated the ending, like with the villain twist. I hated it. But, you know, I don't really feel like my opinion invalidates the mainstream opinion on that, because the vast majority of people seem to really love the first Wonder Woman. And, yeah, I don't really feel like, you know, I have, you know, the critical opinion high enough that, you know, my opinion's above the mainstream opinion. So, Wonder Woman 1984, it's by no means my favorite DC movie, quite far from it, but overall, I did think it was a lot better. Sorry, the phone holder car mount that I use is kind of awful, but anyway, I did feel like it was significantly better than the first Wonder Woman movie. So I'll say it's a very slow build-up, which I felt like was kind of a double-edged sword for it, because on one hand it was a tad boring for the vast majority of it, but at the same time I kind of felt like it was nice to just kind of take a step back from the superhero genre and just kind of appreciate Diane Prince, because I kind of felt like, you know, the vast majority of it just didn't feel like a superhero movie, and yeah, double-edged sword for that. See, one definite negative that I have for it is Cheetah. I'm not overly familiar with the character, can't remember what her regular name is, but you know, I didn't feel like she was in true Cheetah form for enough of the movie. That's kind of a criticism I have in general of a lot of superhero movies, is, you know, they'll take, you know, a character, classic character, and, you know, only kind of show them in their classic comic book form for like a scene or so, and otherwise they're just kind of, you know, a boring human. So yeah, I didn't really like that. But one thing that I definitely want to talk about is the villain. Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, as the villain in the movie. Now, to be fair, I'm not overly familiar with Pedro Pascal outside of the Mandalorian, so for the most part, I'm used to seeing him in armor and his voice going through a filter, but still, I kind of felt like he was completely unrecognizable as the same actor. I mean, I recognize his face, you know. I mean, he's appeared maskless a few times, and, you know, I've watched plenty of interviews with him, so, you know, I definitely recognize his face, but, I mean, you know, his voice, very different to me, and his character in general, thought was very different, which I kind of feel just shows how great of an actor he is. So, as a villain, I thought he was completely ridiculous, which isn't necessarily a complaint. I like there to be a good amount of cheesiness and camp in superhero movies. I just don't really like it when, you know, they try to, like, try too hard to be a comedy movie. There's a few Marvel movies that I kind of take that issue with, but I didn't really feel like that was the case with Pedro Pascal's character. You know, I thought it was just, you know, some good old classic comic book cheesiness. See, there was another issue that just came to my mind. I can't, train of thought just slipped my mind, so I'll stop it for a bit. I'll get back to you when I remember it. I just remembered it, like I said, the beginning of it is a little bit hit or miss, but one thing I didn't like about it, obviously, you know, this takes place in 1984, it's an 80s movie, and I felt like at the beginning of the movie there was a little bit too much 80s nostalgia just being stuffed down your throats. Kind of feel like that's something in general that a lot of period specific movies tend to flaw that they have a lot, because I mean, in reality, you know, going decade by decade, I mean, life in general isn't like that drastically different. You know, I kind of feel like, you know, a lot of these period pieces tend to be a little bit on the nose in regards to that. I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun. Like, you know, I feel like Stranger Things does that pretty well. There's probably a few other movies I can think of that do that. Yeah, in general, I'm not really a big fan of, like, you know, that sort of stuff just being stuffed down your throat like that. Yeah, I felt like this movie did that, but yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. Like I said, not the best DC movie, but in my opinion, an improvement of the first Wonder Woman. So let me know what you thought about it. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else for this vlog today. I do plan on making it a standalone vlog, but yeah, so I'll see you next time I see you.